Hey sweet loves, welcome back to my channel. Oh my god. Wait. Welcome back to my channel. I have not said that in mad long. Wow. It feels really good to be back on my channel today. I have a life update for you guys. I feel like my past couple of personal videos have been life updates because your girl's been going through a lot. So let's hang out, let's chill, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's catch up a little bit. There's an elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is that I moved to California 2 years ago. Yeah, I know. 2 years ago. Time flies, time flies. It does. I moved to California, to the LA area from New York 2 years ago. I was 6 months pregnant with my daughter at that point. It was, a time. It was a time. Your girl was going through a lot at that time. And I'm not sure if I shared that I was moving with my online audience. I know I told a lot of people in my personal life, and you know, it was a decision that I made at a time where I felt like I needed a big change, and there were a lot of reasons why Norman and I moved to California. One of them being was that I wanted to give birth to my daughter here in California and change of scenery. After the pandemic, Norman and I were feeling very tired and kind of like worn down by New York City. We're living in the city and it's just like, it's a hard city to live in, you know what I mean? So we wanted to try something different. I had always wanted to move to LA. We've traveled here a lot in the past 10 years and I always really liked it. But I will tell you that living somewhere is very different than traveling somewhere, okay? And I am learning that now. So I miss New York so much. I've heard that it's not something that ever goes away. It's a hole that you can never really fill unless you live in New York. So I have been dealing with a lot of homesickness. LA, it hasn't lived up to my expectations, I'll say, in a lot of ways. I mean, just like to start off with, I feel like a complete fish out of water here. I feel so East Coast in a place that's like completely different. I feel like the culture is different here. Everything is really different. And I've been living here for 2 years and I'm still kind of waiting to feel like I fit in, but I don't feel it. I feel like the work ethic is a lot different here. It's a lot slower and just kind of like passive, aggressive, passive. I don't know if that's the word, but it's just different and I don't know. It's really different. There was definitely a culture shock moving here and I still feel it. So we'll see what happens. We're here for now and I felt like I had to share that with you guys because I don't think I've shared that on my channel, that Norman and I moved from New York. The New Yorkers moved from New York to LA. We're trying it. We'll see what happens. The other thing that I really miss about New York that's just like, you can't top it. The food. The food in New York is the best. I thought that I was gonna get amazing food here and I really like Mexican food and I thought I was gonna be eating like amazing Mexican food every day, and I'm not, and I'm mad disappointed. Like when I first moved here, when I was pregnant with Iris, and then I had a son after that, I got pregnant and had my son Phoenix, so I was craving things all the time and we were eating a lot of birria tacos. That's like the pulled, I think it's pulled beef, shredded beef in a taco, and then it has like this dip, this like oily dip that's kind of like a broth. Is mad good. So I was eating that a lot, but like other than that, I don't know, the food is just not hitting here and I'm like, I want some pizza, please. That's been different. But the biggest difference for me is like the people, and I really miss that sense of community that I have in New York, or had. Moving here, and I've been back to New York 4 times or something like that. Like, I just keep going back constantly. Like, I bring my kids. I'm like, come on guys, we're going to New York. We have to go back and see everybody. And I just think everything's gonna be exactly the same there. And it's not, it's a little bit different, but being there fills my cup in a way that living here doesn't. Wow. That's exactly how I feel. I've lived in a few other states. So after I graduated from high school, I went to Boston, went to Berklee College of Music, and then from there, Norman and I went to Orlando because that's where he was from, and we were doing a lot of music down there, really involved in the music scene. And then we moved to New York. I brought him to New York. We lived there for 5 or 6 years, something like that, I don't know. And now we're here in California. So I've moved around a bit, but it's crazy. Like, each place that I've lived, Boston, Orlando, California, I'm still missing New York. I'm like, I miss it. I miss everything about it. I miss the people. I miss the food. I miss the energy of it, you know? Honestly, I feel like New York inspires me in a way that I don't feel that way in other cities or states. And that's really the biggest thing for me. It's an inspirational place. Like, there's inspiration and creativity everywhere you look, whether it's in the fashion or in the arts. I see it like in an artistic way, of course, but I miss that, and I don't get that here. So yeah. That is my first update, a very long-winded update. Second update, so I'm a mommy now. I have 2 babies, yes. My daughter's name is Iris and my son is Phoenix. Iris is about to turn 2 years old. Like, oh my God, I can't believe it. She's gonna be 2. And she is so beautiful and so smart, and she's a singer and a dancer, and she's just so wonderful. We love her so much and we're so proud of her. And my son Phoenix, he is the most delicious, cuddly little boy ever. He's so daring and brave, and he just wants to follow his sister and play with her and be with her. And he's so amazingly wonderful. I have no words. I have no words for how my son makes me feel. He is my peace, my joy, everything. I'm so thankful for those 2 babies. I had been dealing with endometriosis from the age of 21, 22-ish. Oh, no. Actually, I had been dealing with endometriosis from when I was in college. I just remembered when I was in college, I would get these really bad stomach aches, like debilitatingly bad, and really bad fatigue, to the point that I was going to the ER constantly. I had my friends go with me, like one of my best friends went with me a few times, and it was just really scary. We didn't know what was going on. The doctor eventually diagnosed me with endometriosis. I wasn't sure if I was able to have kids, basically, all through my 20s, yeah. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to have kids, and it had never happened for me, so I kind of assumed that I wasn't able to, and that scared me a lot. At this point, we've been married, it'll be 10 years next year, so 9 years. I should just say 9 years, right? But 10 years sounds like, ah! So we've been married for 9 years this year, and it had never happened for us, so I started to get really nervous that I wouldn't be able to conceive naturally. In 2021, I did have a polyp on my uterus that I had removed, and pretty much after that I got pregnant. It's just like, it's been a whirlwind. It's been a crazy, crazy whirlwind. Motherhood has been such a big change for me, and It's been really, really wonderful and beautiful. It's been life altering. I feel like when I became a mother that my brain chemistry literally changed. I feel like a different person now. It's been insane. But it's also been really challenging. Like, it's been amazing and beautiful and all of the good things, but it's been really, really hard at the same time. Right now, today, I have 2 babies under 2 years old. That's crazy. It's wild. Like, I feel like I'm just now kind of starting to feel like myself again. And you can see that in ways like this. Like, I'm putting myself out online. I'm doing content, which is something that I love to do. And I have a new song coming out next month. I'm getting back into my flow, the things that fill my cup and make me feel really good. So that's great, but your girl's been going through it. Like, 2 under 2. It's wild. If you're a mom, you know what I'm talking about. It's wild. So it's definitely been challenging. There's no way of preparing for motherhood. I feel like I personally, I didn't know what to expect, but it doesn't really matter. I feel like everybody's experience is also really different. And a really great quote that I heard recently, hopefully I don't butcher this. If someone tells you that parenting is easy, don't believe them, because good parenting is really hard. So I take that, and that helps me feel a little bit better on the tough days. So yeah, my 2 babies, love them, love them, love them, love them. They've given me so much purpose and meaning. I feel like they've really ignited my drive for creating again, especially in the place that I live now in California, where I feel like things are really slow and kind of passive, and my drive is just kind of like, I don't know, like in New York, you feel like you gotta work and like you gotta go, you know what I mean? Like there's urgency and agency. And here it's kind of like, yeah, later. You'll figure it out later. But I feel like my kids have inspired me they've like sparked that drive in me again. So I'm really thankful for that. Third life update. I'm not sure if I've shared this on my channel, but I am a vocal coach. So in New York, I was teaching voice lessons for, wow, it was like 8 years basically. I had my own business teaching lessons to kids from as young as 4 or 5 years old to adults, music professionals, or just adults who wanted to learn how to sing, and that was their hobby. So it's something that I really, really enjoy doing, and I've been getting back into it now. I have a few students that I'm working with, and I'm so thankful for them, because that's another thing that just makes me feel like myself again, and it's helping me reconnect with past Leandra to current Leandra. Like, you know what? As a mother, I feel like in your motherhood journey, you can kind of mourn your past self, but once you get past that mourning, you realize that that old you was still there, but you have like this way, way better version of you now. So I'm connecting those two, and teaching voice lessons has been amazing for that. I am enjoying it so much again, and I'm making my business official now with a name and a website and everything, so that's coming really soon. If you're interested in taking voice lessons with me, there will be an online link to book with me to do virtual lessons, and I have a few other offerings that I'm gonna be doing, so I'm super, super excited about that. I'm gonna be sharing tips about the voice and how to use your voice properly and in a healthy way so that you don't hurt yourself. I feel like a lot of people have asked me in the past, like, oh, how do you sing like that? Or how do you do this? What equipment do you use? Blah, blah, blah. And I was always hesitant to share that type of thing, because I felt like online I wanted people to know me as Leandra McNair, the singer, and that's what I do. Like, don't think of me as a vocal coach. Just think of me as a singer. I sing your favorite song and that's it. But it's like, why am I limiting myself? Why? For what? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's so silly. And I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not blocking my blessings anymore. I want to share all of me. So whether that's my original music, my vocal tips, the gear that I use, my family, I want to share it all because it's all a part of me. So I'm really, really excited about this new season that I'm in. That's kind of my life update. I don't know. Oh, really important. I have a new song coming out next month, June 7th. It's called Let Me Be. I'll play a little clip at the end of this video. I'm gonna have the pre-save link down in the bio. Definitely go pre-save it. If you pre-save it, I think you'll get a notification for when it drops on Spotify, and that helps me out a lot. So I'm just really excited to be back on my channel. Please stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed if you like this type of content, if you like honesty, motherhood. I'm getting into my beauty bag. I'm doing some lifestyle stuff. So yeah, definitely stay tuned, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah.